All right, what's up, you Degens? How we doing? Join us. Today we're going over the Golden Goose strategy that I have been using from the guys over at Kane Capital and Coach Dipka. Wanted to try it on something and a stock that I haven't played before, and so I chose QQQ. And so today, basically, what I'm going to do is show you what I did and how I set it up. Okay, so this is QQQ. What I'm going to do is show you what I did and how I started before the day started in terms of trading. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is find your fibs. And so what I did is basically put together, and I wanted to redraw them because I've never done this before on QQQ. So I went to the 3-month time frame here and look for the extreme moves up and down. And so the first thing that I did was I found this one right here, so 316 up to 371. So you'll see that right there. And that will be your first fib. And then the second one is the next big extreme move down, which is over here. So I did from here about 369.15 to 338.58. I didn't do it from up here because there was this was basically right before the origin of the big move. And then lastly, what I did was also, since there was another big extreme after some consolidation here, I did another fib here. So on this kind of area right here. Down here is where everything started to kind of present itself in terms of a potential play. Okay, so I wanted to play this back to see exactly what was going on, what I was seeing. So here you're going to see it's coming down to a key level, and it initially got big buying volume here. I'm also looking at MACD down here on this side of things too to see kind of what the MACD is doing. But then it went outside bar, inside bar, outside bar, inside bar, and then it went down and dropped. Usually when that happens, that's like a holy grail where if it's breaking the previous candle's low or high, that's the direction the trend is going to go. But when we saw this come into play, it went down and it tested this area down here. A few things were happening. Was that one, the MACD was still high, or still, the MACD was still bullish, and also the MACD EMAs were still trending and crossed into a bullish pattern. And so when it rejected this, then right here is where, right around this area is where when it broke this candle's previous high and it got an insane amount of buying volume, this is where I took calls. And so I took calls. I took a 314 call at that point because I was I saw this kind of my next targets. I used the fibs as kind of a price target as well. On this side, these next few candles, I'm looking to see what's happening in terms of volume. MACD's going extremely bullish, buying volume still there, and then it got a lot of rejection right around this area off of 50 EMA. But it was still getting support from the 2021 EMA, and so I was waiting to see. We were still, making money at this point, and then this next candle, it basically ate up that last candle, got a ton of buying support here and buying volume, and so it really saw that this was getting support from this EMA here, and then from there, it continued to basically just power through the 50 EMA with even more buying volume. So I was feeling pretty good at this point. And so I was waiting to see exactly what was going on here up this area because I knew that this was going to be kind of the next big area of resistance and support. And so from here, that's where, we saw, again, just crazy buying volume coming in. And from here, it just went absolutely bonkers. It did a 3 bar up at that point too. And then here is where I ended up getting out, was because a few different reasons. Waited, saw it went past this key level after the 3 bar, and this next key level was going to be kind of a teller of support or resistance. Initially, the first few seconds of the candle went up and above this 317.46 area, but then it got eaten up pretty quickly. And from my point of view, that is when you're going to see that the bears are coming in, essentially, as kind of a key level. And once that came down and kind of ate up 50% of this bar here, the previous candle, that's when I got. So that play was a 275% play. And then, a flag ended up forming here, and it continued to go. It actually would have, if I kept it there, it would have went over 350%. But the crazy thing about this is that the day as it ended, I don't know if you can even get any closer to the next golden pocket here. And it literally went and got resistance at that golden pocket in the next area in terms of the fibs. If you haven't already, go check out Kiana Trade's Discord. Link is in the description below. Again, shout out to Kane Capital, Coach Dipka, all those guys for the actual golden goose strategy that I've been using. I've been using it for 3 days now, and I have been positive for 3 days in a row and feeling very confident in the types of trades that I'm entering, especially because it gives you key areas. It gives you another area of confluence on top of everything else that you're using, whether it's patterns, MACD, volume.